Welcome to Relationships in Real Estate, R&R with Chris and Corey. I am Chris Silva, your host, and this is my beautiful star of the show, Corey Silva.
You are way too much. Thank you for that. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty, Silva Lending, and Silva Property Management. And we're super excited to have you here with us today. We've been in the real estate and mortgage industry since the early 2000s. And welcome to the second week of March. Can you believe it? Where is the time going?
Yeah, this isn't like every other month. This is going to be a long one.
Ooh, and you know we all like them long ones.
But
So we still have 3 more weeks to go in this month, but that's okay. Let's just take our time, enjoy March. We got spring coming. Everything is fine and dandy, and it looks like we have Tanya here with us. Hi, Tanya.
Hello, Tanya.
Thank you so much for always supporting us and showing up to the show. We really appreciate you. So before we get into the show, we just have to talk about yesterday and how crazy it was. How crazy was yesterday?
I mean, the mornings are always hectic, right?
Right.
It's especially for you because you're the one that drops off Tino at school. But right off the bat, I don't know what I was doing, but I came back and you were like, "Oh, I got to take Uma to the vet."
Yeah. So our poor puppy, she is.
Well, that was part of it.
She's shaking her head.
Right, that's
you know?
part of it. But taking the kids to school, taking the dog to the vet. What was yesterday? Tuesday?
Yesterday was Tuesday. It was our anniversary.
It was our
From
anniversary.
our first date ever. Oh,
From our
so
first
dreamy.
date, our first kiss, all of that good stuff, right? But yeah, and then, I had to run to the valley to meet with a friend / client of ours, right? They had a leak, so we'll talk about that later. So I had
Right.
to assess it and tell them what they need to do to get it ready to sell. There's a lot of stuff going on. And we were trying to squeeze in some kind of day date to
Yes, to celebrate our
celebrate.
anniversary.
How many years now?
How many years? How do you not know?
I do know. I'm just testing you.
26 years.
26 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
It's a very long, for anything, that's a long time.
I was just thinking, I think the first way we used to communicate was on pagers. How many couples can say that? Like we used to hit
Right.
each other up on our pagers.
So do you remember our very first date, or not date, anniversary Christmas, the first Christmas? That's what I got you. I got you a purple hoodie because you loved purple, hence Silva Realty colors are purple, right? But you loved purple back
Did
then.
you give me a purple hoodie?
Yeah, purple and a purple pager.
Oh.
You don't remember, huh?
I think you got me a white hoodie
And a purple pager?
and a purple pager.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, purple pager though. Yeah, and then also on top of all that craziness yesterday, the car battery died, which I don't believe a word that the guy says, like, "Oh, you need a new battery." The car's 2 years old. There's no way we need a new battery in 2 years. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I was trying to turn the car on. It's all flickering. So thank goodness we have AAA, which sometimes I stop and think, why do I still have AAA? It's been since I was 16 and started driving. I've had AAA. How much money have I invested in that?
It's a safety net, right? Just
It
knowing
is.
that they're there.
It is. And they showed up quickly, jumped the car. But yeah, the guy said the battery is about to die.
I think you had to leave something on. I'm not talking crap. I'm just saying
Listen.
the car's 2 years old. It's a Lexus. Like, really? The battery's gonna die in 2 years?
I know. I've never had a car battery die that quick.
Ever. Especially like a Toyota, Lexus. Like,
I think
they don't make the cars like that.
I think he may. Maybe I wouldn't not believe him if he had like a battery on the truck and he was trying to sell it to me then and there. The guy didn't even have a battery to sell me, so I don't know.
He possibly just didn't know what the hell he was talking about. You ever
Quite-
think of that?
I mean, maybe the car started this morning, so that's good.
Yeah. It started last night again too. I tested a couple times, so I'm now driving the car to make sure that you're safe. So I'll be driving that car for a while.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't want to be stranded anywhere.
So some March highlights. This upcoming Sunday is daylight savings time. What does that even mean?
That means you're gonna lose your some beauty sleep, an hour's worth.
Oh man. That's
Are
gonna
you ready
be
for that?
rough. That's gonna be those first appointments are always like you have to remind somebody, like, just a reminder. We're meeting an hour earlier than you think.
Yes,
you
because
know?
people will show up late.
And then people freak out. Like, there's the confusion of, well, did you mean 10 o'clock? Like, did you really mean 11 o'clock? No, I meant 10.
The time that it is. That's when I'm going to meet you. And then on Monday, the 20th, it's the first official day of spring. I love spring. I just love spring so much.
So March 20. All right, that's great. We're overdue for spring, right? We've had a pretty cold winter this season.
Yes. Who else is ready for winter to be over? I am so ready for winter to be over. It just seems like it's been going on for so long. And Urvashi is here. Hi, Urvashi.
Hi, Urvashi.
Thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate you showing up to our show and really appreciate your support.
We look forward to having her on the show.
Yes.
It's coming.
Yes.
We're a step closer. Tony's here too, and Anthony Bitgood.
Hey, how are you both? Tony is in Big Bear, so she's been experiencing this crazy winter weather. I'm sure she is ready for the spring to be here. Melted all away. I get to see all her stories on Facebook, so hopefully you're staying nice and cozy and warm there with your fireplace. And Urvashi says, doesn't feel like spring. It really doesn't feel like spring. It feels like winter's never going to end.
I mean,
I mean,
for LA, but like anybody else that doesn't live in LA and they come here right now, it probably feels like spring.
Oh, yeah, because I was talking to Mirza, she's our best friend, right? And she lives in Minnesota, and she was telling me, oh, it's warming up. And I'm like, oh, nice. How warm is it? She's like, it's a good 35 degrees. Warm as 35 there.
They're wearing flip-flops and shorts.
She said some lady was at Costco in shorts. She's like, there's always one.
Oh, boy. So Anthony says he can't stand the cold.
I know. I can't either. It like hurts your bones.
I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I've really enjoyed all the rain.
Yes.
Because look around. In Santa Clarita, usually the mountains are brown by now.
That's true.
Right? They're green everywhere. We have snow caps on some of the mountains. Like,
that's true.
It is beautiful.
I love the beauty of after the storm. Just the storms while we're in them. Nah.
Stormy weather. All right. So, and then Urvashi says she wants warmer weather soon. Please, although rain is good, but she's kind of done.
She's kind of done.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Sorry to inform you, but there is another storm coming this Friday. Oh my gosh. We are set in California to get another 5 inches of snow in the mountains. 5 inches. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't remember the last time we had this much cold weather and snow here.
We've never had it. I think we went like once in 10 years it snowed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 10 years ago. And then all of a sudden it snowed 3 times in 1 week. It snowed last week during the show.
That's so cool.
Like, what? Right? So I think everybody right now that's praying for warmer weather, when the summer hits and it's 110 degrees.
Oh, they're going to be complaining.
Everybody's going to wishing that it was raining or we had some colder weather.
Oh, Julia's here with us. Hi, Julia. Thank you so much for joining us. She said, no way, time for skiing. She wants to go skiing. Wait, snow skiing or skiing at the lake?
Oh, water skiing. I was like, what other skiing is there? Oh, okay. I'm not a skiing guy, so I don't know any better. I never got into like snowboarding, none of that stuff.
No, you didn't.
Done it one time. Then I was done. Just like jumping out of a plane. I did it one time. I was like, all right, I'm good. Did it.
I did snowboarding maybe 2 or 3 times. And I know now at my age and this body, oh man, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed for at least a week.
We're not that old. There's a lot of people that still snowboard in their 40s.
Listen, if you're going to hug me and I throw out my back, imagine going down a mountain of snow with a snowboard. No way. I'd be paralyzed afterwards.
It just means that we need to be in better shape. That's all
I know. I'm working on it.
You are, girl. You go, girl.
So Julia said either. So she likes to snow ski and water ski, which is awesome. And cross country is fun too.
Maybe that's just like going on your skis, like a power walk with the skis, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what cross country skiing is. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, it sounds hard.
It sounds really hard. Like when you do cross country skiing, Julia, how long is it that you do this activity for? Because I'm sure you have to be pretty bundled up.
Oh yeah. And forget about having to use the bathroom. You just let it go. I'd wear Depends or something. There's no way. You have to take all that stuff off to use the bathroom. No, thank you.
You just go prepared.
This is why I would talk myself out of going skiing, snowboarding. I'm like, I'll hang out in the lodge. You go have fun.
I'll be here with my hottie toddy.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be by the fire. And I think you'd be with me. Our friends would be skiing. We'd just be hanging out.
Your spiked hot cocoa. You'd be chilling there.
Exactly. Exactly. No thanks.
I think Anthony agrees. That's probably where he would be too. Oh my goodness. So people in the mountain communities have been suffering from this crazy weather. We have a video about it. I didn't even know about this till the weekend because I guess maybe I just don't really watch that much news. But we do have a video, and
Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out. It looks like people have been trapped in their homes without supplies. The roads and the freeways have been closed up and down the mountains, so you can't even get in and out of the town to go get food.
What kind of towns are these? I'm curious. I think somebody said maybe like Arrowhead, possibly Big Bear. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
I did read this morning on the way here that a 81-year-old man got stuck in his car on the way to Vegas from California and survived off croissants for a week.
Emergency crews are still trying to reach those trapped inside their homes.
Oh, how terrible.
Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency in more than a dozen counties to help the relief effort. CBS's
I wonder where he declared this from, because he wasn't in California while it was happening. He was on vacation.
In the mountains of California.
People are trapped in their homes and have been for now more than 5 days because the streets are not plowed.
Powerful
Oh my
images
gosh.
of
Oh my
massive
gosh.
snowfall up to the rooftops. Miles and miles of streets buried, impassable. This is the only route out for resident Michelle Calkins. This is her house.
And we need help. People are trapped in their homes. They cannot get medicine, heart medicine, insulin.
Plow
Oh my
operators are
gosh.
doing what they can.
That's
the
scary.
state vowing to send emergency food and supplies. But here's what happened to one nearby market that had been open.
Our store was a total loss. The entire roof collapsed. There's
Oh,
nothing
no.
salvageable inside.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see any of this.
The aftermath of the latest violent storm is still being felt. And in Northern California, avalanche warnings remain in the Sierra Nevada. One hit this apartment building near Lake Tahoe. All residents got out safely.
Thank goodness.
Thank
To give
goodness,
you a
yes.
sense of scale, this avalanche was a wall of ice and snow 25 feet tall, 200 yards
moly.
wide, capable of moving at speeds up to
Oh my
150
Lord.
miles per hour. It uprooted entire trees.
you're not living if you get hit by that.
Into this 3-story apartment complex. It
Oh
is
my
the
gosh,
first
that was
avalanche
3
to hit
stories.
town since the mid-90s, Nora.
Stunning to see. Jonathan Vigliotti, thank you.
Oh
I mean,
my Lord.
I don't know enough about global warming to speak intelligently about it. But I mean, I can say that in my whole life, I never remember weather like this in California.
No, this is nuts. Crazy. These poor people, and another storm's coming. Hopefully they could just get them out of there and get them into temporary like shelters or housing, something to help these poor people.
I was so excited that we didn't have fires this season, right? So far, we haven't had any big, major fires. But now we're getting hit with avalanches.
That's nuts.
Never heard of that before.
No.
I mean, here in California.
Right. Well, Julia said, yes, it's work. She's talking about cross-country skiing.
Oh, I bet.
That's it. Couple hours, like hiking in the woods. Oh, my goodness.
I think people have to start keeping some more supplies at
Yes,
home.
be prepared. So always have some emergency supplies. And Anthony said, that is crazy. So sad. This is exactly the reason why I'm SoCal for life. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever leaving too, Anthony. I think we're lifers
way.
for sure. Unless we make it big and retire in Hawaii. That'd be nice. So nice.
Chris's lifelong dream.
Lifelong dream is to
The
be in
island
Hawaii.
life. Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe in island fever. I'm immune to island fever. I'd be fine, just fine.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony said he's not built for the elements. Yeah.
He's got the beard though for the winter look. He's got that beautiful beard on his face.
Well, I like your little bromance you got going there. So if you've been watching our past few episodes, you'd may have noticed that our set was under construction. And we've been hard at work decorating the walls. What do you all think? Yes, it's been a labor of love, that's for sure, right?
No, absolutely. And I got to give all the credit to you and our producer because I have nothing to do with these walls behind us. We're all doing our part.
Right.
Everybody's nonstop busy. It's not like somebody's sitting on their hands, but you guys knocked this out. I think it looks beautiful. I love the walls.
Well, thank you. Yes.
Did a
So
great job.
like with any remodel project, whether it's a set or like a home project, there are always some challenges that come along with them. Right?
You said it.
Oh,
It's been
my
nonstop
gosh.
challenges.
It's like whether it's a delivery challenge or you finally get the product and then it's broken. So then you try to send it back, but now they're out of stock. So then what do? You have to try to find something that's similar to match it. And I think
Did we figure this out yet?
Oh yeah, we did. We got a chair that's similar. One chair that's very similar. Most people won't really notice, but something that's similar, but it's not the exact same chair for our guests when they arrive. So that part's taken care of. But the walls, I think that was a big challenge because our biggest thing was trying to find someone who can actually build them out for us.
And what was the solution to that problem?
To do it myself, right?
You guys did it yourself.
So we did it ourselves because we just couldn't find anyone that was willing to actually help, right?
The problem is you need somebody with expertise, right? But it's too small of a project for somebody that is going to be skilled enough to do it.
Right.
So then somebody that would take the job on has never done it before. So then you don't know what you're going to get. So yeah,
Yes.
we were stuck with that one. Monica's here.
Hey, Monica. Thank you so much for joining us. I miss you, amiga.
And Julia says she loves the sign and the walls.
Thank you so much. And Monica said, hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, too. And Tanya says, yes, looks so beautiful. Well, thank you so much. It's still a work in progress, right? There's some lighting that we're going to be adding that's still in the works. But yes, thank you so much to our producer, Robert. He really put a lot of time and effort into it. And what I love about Robert is he's always in it with us, right? Like, yes, people that you come across that you work with in this business, they have certain goals in mind, but he always has our back too. So shout out to Robert. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Him and I spent a good portion of the weekend over here working on these walls, and then he worked a lot this week finishing up the set. So thank you.
Absolutely. It's hard to find people that are passionate about what they do.
Yes.
So when you do, you let them run with it. You let them roll with it, right?
Yes. And he has similar visions. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys teamed up and knocked it out because it looks amazing. It's not something that I would have came up with. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy with it. I'm not saying it because I just don't
Chris
have
would have came up with.
I don't know. I don't have the eye for this particular stuff. I'm not a set designer. Mm-hmm. Now, can I probably design somebody's living room? Sure.
Yeah.
It's because I see so many houses, right? But something like this, I would have just never figured it out. It's just not for me.
Yeah, well, it was kind of challenging for me. I'm not a set designer either.
It looks great though. We also got a rug in here, right? And I'm excited to see once we do get the other chair, and then we have four areas set up, and we can have the guests. I'm so excited about having guests.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to. Yay!
Oh, Danny.
Hey, Danny's here with us. Hey, Danny. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hope you and the fam are doing well.
Yes. So, let's see. So catching up with the Silvas, we've been, busy doing things. But every morning, we get in our time with Santino and Nola. If she's already woken up, she's kind of a late riser.
It's mainly Tino in the morning.
And Tino is just rubbing, he's his daddy's little twin. That's for sure. Okay. Because he knows how to dish out the disses. Yeah,
he likes to get little digs in on me.
And it's mostly for you, right?
He's smart. Yeah, don't diss mommy. But I appreciate it. His little character's coming through, right? Mm-hmm. And it's all in good fun. It's like a diss for him is he's making fun of me that I can't remember where my phone is. How are you gonna remember this? You can't even remember where you put your phone, Dad. Dang. Yeah, I just made you breakfast, kid. That's how you say thank you for pancakes?
Pancakes? He got up extra early just to make him some special pancakes?
I did.
And he straight dissed you this morning.
Yeah, but he's funny, man. I appreciate his little personality. He makes me laugh.
Yes.
I love hearing all the little jokes that he has. He's always coming wanting to tell a new joke, and he loves riddles. Mm-hmm. So he's always asking me riddles, and I think he learns them at school, in his class or something, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
He likes it. There's this guy that comes to their class. It's a teacher where they do theatrics or something. So that's where he learns a lot of this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves it. It's so fun. So Tanya's cracking up about Santino's dissing you.
Yeah, we'll start to see it more at the house. He's coming into his own with his dissing now.
That's for sure. So if you watch the show regularly or if you know us, we tell you all about how we have our family dinner every Saturday, which we love so much.
It's really huge.
Our family tradition, right?
It's a big deal because I don't think enough people take the time out to do it. Mm-hmm. Everybody's busy.
Yes.
Everybody. We're super busy, right? But we always carve out that time, and so does our family, for each other.
We
on
make it a
Saturdays.
priority. Like, there's no questioning me. Like, oh, like, what days do you have available? Well, Saturdays are always off the table because that's my standing family dinner night.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. And we've also incorporated something new. So before we had Santino, we would have this huge Thanksgiving potluck.
Yes.
And it was a friend's Thanksgiving,
Yes.
right? And I loved it. It was my favorite thing that we ever did. And it wasn't a client thing.
No, it was all of our
Some
friends
clients were
getting
there
together.
because they
Yeah.
were friends, right? But so now we've kind of reinvented that feeling, and it's a lot smaller.
Right.
But we started doing friends dinner, which what do you call it?
It's family dinner.
Family dinner. Friends that are
Yes.
like family, right?
For sure. For sure.
So I think have we had 3 or 4 of them so far?
We've had 3.
So we went from just having us and 2 other families to now this last get together last Friday. There was a total of 5 families, right? The 5 families. Yeah, so
Too much.
so we had the 5 families there, and it was so cool. We had 13 kids there. Our house, if anybody doesn't know our house, it's not that big downstairs.
No, it's
right?
not.
So we had 13 kids.
Not going to lie, I was a little scared because I'm like, how are we going to fit all these people? How is everyone going to sit down and eat?
We did it.
Yes, we made it happen.
13 kids and 10 adults, right? No arguments. We did have a little blood. We had a little blood. We had a little injury. One of the poor babies scraped up against like the edge of the stairs or something.
Right.
But besides that, little Band-Aid
Poor
fixed
baby.
that. She
I
was fine
know.
later.
She wasn't even scared that anything happened. I think everybody else freaked her out. Like, are you okay? When
Well,
we
the
saw
blood,
the
too.
blood.
When kids see blood,
And then
then
when
they
she saw
freak
the
out.
blood, she was like, no, I'm not okay.
But
Poor baby.
it was cool. So we have a couple teachers in our group. So they have to plan.
Oh, yes.
They have to plan the menu, which we're not really used to. We don't
Sheena
really-
and her planning. So what's going to be the agenda? What are we having on the menu? She always hits us up like, 4 or 5 days before the dinner. And I started thinking, like, what do you all think about breakfast for dinner? Or she brought that up. How about breakfast for dinner? And I was like, yes, you are talking my language. Let's do it. So everybody was on board for breakfast for dinner. And the fun thing is I wasn't expecting it, but the dads came correct, right?
Yeah.
So Chris and our friend Zeph, they have been talking about who has better pancakes. And so they had a pancake challenge. And they were throwing it down in the kitchen.
And so you know what I realized after we were done?
What?
I forgot because it was really hectic in there, and we had a lot going on, and my phone's still going off for work, right? And I forgot to put in my special ingredient, which is the pecans, crushed pecans. I put that in my pancake mix, right? And my pancakes were still better, Zeph. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. Because mine all got eaten up.
Oh, wow.
No, but his was
Wow.
good. The difference is mine was like more of a buttermilk pancake.
Uh-huh.
His was thicker. It's like that country style pancake, you know.
Right.
So it was just way different.
Yes.
But
Well, to Zeph's credit, though, too.
They were good.
He came to our house, and he was expecting us to actually have real milk and real butter, his normal ingredients. He's like, what is this almond milk? How am I supposed to make my pancakes with almond milk?
Right.
I'm like, what? And they're like, how do you have all this stuff? We didn't realize you just had almond milk in your house. They had to make an extra trip to the store to go get all of his ingredients. So he was a little bit under pressure.
Right. But you know who the star was?
Who?
It wasn't me or Zeph.
No, it was the Waffle King.
It was the Waffle King, Jose Arroyo. So he comes correct with the Mickey Mouse waffles.
He's going to win over every kid in the
Every
house.
kid wanted them. And then our kids have never, well, we don't have it at the house. Powdered sugar. He brought the powdered sugar. The kids look like, I don't know, their eyes were about to pop out of their heads. They're
Yes.
like,
What's
what is
that?"
that? They were all pouring on that. We don't really care. We let the kids go nuts. It's like once a week that they could go nuts like that. Why not? Let them go nuts.
Yes, yes.
So I think everybody enjoyed family
dinner. It was a lot of fun. So Julia said, what's your favorite recipe for family dinner? For family dinner, what's my favorite?
I mean, I know what everybody else's favorite is.
What is it?
So Corey threw it down this last Saturday. We did like teppan style.
Teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki. Say that 5 times fast. So you did teppanyaki, and the veggies, the chicken, the steak, right? Hooked it up, and everybody wanted seconds, but before they could have seconds, I grubbed all the steak. I'm not ashamed of it.
You're like Chris Rock.
I'm not. Hey, Daddy needs a piece of steak. I need a piece of steak. I got
Taking the
seconds.
steak.
I'm taking the steak. There's plenty of chicken for y'all.
Yep, y'all can have the chicken.
Yeah, so it was a hit. Everybody loved it. I think they complimented you like all night long. You were getting compliments
It's
on it.
funny because as I'm cooking, I'm like sweating over the stove because that grill gets really, really hot. And there was so much food. I didn't really think in my head, wow, I'm going to have to cook 3 different times. So I had to do all the meat at first and then 2 big old pans of veggies. So by the time I was done with that 3rd round of cooking, my arm was about to give out. And my mom was like, you know what would really be good is if we had some of that fried rice they make, when you go to the restaurants. And I'm like, Mom, I made rice. She's like, I know the fried rice would be good though. I was like, dang, I can't let her down. So then I had to go get the egg out. No, it's okay. No, I'm making you some fried rice. So I got the egg out, whipped it out, put my rice on there, did some fried rice. I'm
Killed
like,
it.
I'm going to just do a little bit in case people don't want the fried rice. And at the end, I was like, I didn't know there was fried rice hiding over there. You should have done it for all of
You need to
it.
do all fried rice next time.
Yes, my mom was like, you really hit it out of the park this time, Corey.
Yeah, they
She
all
made me feel
loved
good.
it.
Yes. So
Anthony says that sounds amazing. And he says waffles always beat out pancakes, right?
right.
But so Tanya got to experience that dinner, and she said it was absolutely amazing and delicious.
Oh, well, thank you, Tanya.
She was one of the sous chefs in there.
She was one of the
getting it
sous chefs. She helps
getting
with
it
the
in.
cutting and the prepping. So thank you so
It's
much.
so cool to see that. Like,
Yes, it's fun.
you girls always have like great energy in there.
Yeah, you
right?
have to.
You have
If
to
you
when you
have
cook.
bad energy, the food's going to be caca. I read a book when I was growing up about that. Like you have to like feel good while you're cooking and touching the food.
There was a movie, Water Like Chocolate.
Yes, it
Right?
was so good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I read that book too. I think it was because school. They made us read it, right?
Well, Anthony said, that sounds amazing. Thank you. And of course, you talked about the pancakes and waffles always beat out pancakes. I don't know. I think it's everyone's preference.
My pancakes are pretty good.
Your pancakes are pretty bomb.
I made them again today with some bacon. Oh, I love bacon. Can't believe I missed out 7 years of bacon. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know.
I must have broke a mirror or something. 7 years of bad luck.
You were fine. You were nourished. You were getting your food, and you were fine.
I'm so much happier now, though. I just wake up happy. Just
Are
thinking
you?
about breakfast. Yeah. Thinking about lunch right now.
You want something with bacon, right?
Probably.
So Tanya says it was a healthy dinner, and Anthony said that's why my food sucks.
Well,
Why does his food suck?
Because
he has no
not-
bacon, no
yeah,
carbs.
No carbs. Yeah.
Oh, you
So-
could still eat really well and taste your food good without carbs.
But speaking of being healthy, so Orange Theory for my girl over here.
Yes.
Corey started Orange Theory, y'all. If you guys have never heard of it, it's a gym out here in Santa Cruz. It's probably everywhere.
It's everywhere, yeah.
But you and our sweet neighbor and dear
Mm-hmm.
friend went together on Monday, right?
Monday, yeah. So my friend Rosie, our friend Rosie, she saw on my stories that I started going to Orange Theory, and she was like, I want to try it out. I want to go work out with you. So I was like, let's go. And she was on the wait list because at Orange Theory, if you don't get on, I don't know where they cut it off. They have a wait list, right?
Sure.
So I'm trying to figure out the science behind that because that whole class wasn't completely full, but there was a wait list for I don't know how long.
It's
and
urgency.
I was on it too. And Chris was like, they're messing with you. They're trying to get in your head. Like, oh my gosh, I really got in, like the club, like the line out there. I really got into Orange Theory today. Yes. And it is working, Orange Theory. Thank you very much. Because I'm excited to go there. I have such a good time. I feel great afterwards. Yes, it's hard waking up at 4 a.m., but it's only 2 days a week.
Speaking of butts, you go Orange Theory. you go, girl. I already see a little difference over there.
Oh, well, okay. I think I might just keep going. No, but all kidding aside, I really like it. I like the way that I feel afterwards because I have a lot of energy and it just feels good. And even my friend, one of our best friends, Christine, hit me up and she was like, oh my gosh, you're going to Orange Theory. That was my life for 4 years. And she loved it. She's like, you're going to love it so much. And I'm just a little curious. I got to ask her why she stopped going.
Well,
Maybe she'll start going again, meet up with me.
So think about this, because we're not the best at posting,
Right.
right? We try to. We just the day gets the best of us. But you posted about going to Orange Theory. You got our neighbor Rosie to go, right? Your girl Val hit you up about it.
Oh, and And my girl Val has been going to Orange Theory since August and called me out because she's like, I've been trying to get you to go to Pilates for how long and you won't go with me? I'm like, well, now we get to go together. And she was supposed to go with me on Monday.
But she went on her own.
She ended up going on her
She
own.
ended up going on her own.
And we have a date on Friday morning at 5 a.m. to work out together.
There you go. And then speaking for myself, like my goal is to do 100 classes for jiu-jitsu for the year. Right. But girl, I stopped at 6. Like I've just been so busy. I haven't been back in like 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then I was like, my girl's making time to go. Like I need to get it together, right? And
get it together.
Get out over there. And I did. And it's really all kudos to you. You're over here inspiring people, girl.
Well, thank you. I try. I just try to inspire myself, to be real. Like get your butt up and go.
Ooh, on top of that, last week's show, we said we were going to try to do yoga at least once.
And we did yoga. Yes.
And you know what? For the first time in a long time, my leg pain wasn't as bad. So we got to do some more yoga this week.
Yes. And the key, I think, for me and any workout routine is I've learned over the years, I just need to do it before anybody else is up because there is no other time in the day. So a little bit of sleep, cut out that extra 2 hours and you're good. Actually, it's more than 2 hours.
Go to sleep earlier, which we have been.
Yes. So yoga is on the agenda for tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Very excited about that.
Yep.
So
Me too.
I love working out. It feels good. So Anthony said, not a good attitude while cooking. You got to have a good attitude. And Tony said, I went 20 years without pork. Now I'm so happy. Oh, is she having bacon now too?
Yeah.
Wow.
She might be having some bacon. I mean, you can still have turkey bacon, right? And
turkey bacon's yummy.
Well, I'm not really, but but there's an alternative is my point.
Yes.
Right? And then, they did pretty good. I think Morningstar makes the best fake sausage.
Yes.
So like
veggie sausage is good.
Deal with that. But now it's coming out like all these fake meat substitutes aren't really that healthy for you.
I know.
So it's better just to eat meat. If you're going to be a vegan or a vegetarian and eat meat substitutes,
probably not good.
Maybe not good. So
yes.
But
I feel like when we're on a plant-based diet, I was shying away from the fake meats because they weren't tasting that good.
I wasn't though. Like I was still craving it.
I know. Where's the meat, lady? Put it on my plate. I'm like, okay, let me fool him. Here's your fake meat.
So now I'm happier now.
Good. I'm glad you're happy. And so Tony said, heck yeah, she's enjoying that bacon. So I have a secret for the bacon that makes it really yummy because I don't like cooking bacon on the stove. It makes the whole house like weird. So put it in the oven and you just sprinkle some brown sugar on there. You're going to love it. It's so good. Try it out. Let me know what you think.
It's so simple I could do it.
Yes, Chris isn't messing it up.
At all. It's 12 minutes in the oven at 425. Today, well, it's really 10 because I did 12 today and there's a little
crispy.
Little crispy.
Burntness.
A little burntness on some of it. That's all right. Uma was happy.
It was blackened.
Our dog gets a scrap, so she was super happy.
Poor Uma. Oh. So anyways, speaking of Uma, poor dog. Poor dog. She always has an ear infection.
I think 'cause she's an inbreed for sure. Like these inbreeds they got special things with them,
Something, I think it's with her anatomy, like the way her ear is. I don't know. How does she have so many ear infections?
This dog's so spoiled. I mean, look, she does go on her pack walks, right? But when she's home, she's in the house 90% of the day.
Yes, chilling.
She's not outside.
Living her best life.
Happy.
In her nice comfy bed.
Sleeping. Yeah, cuddling the kids in the morning. Like, that dog has it. If I die, I want to come back as my dog, as our dog. She just has a great life, but some reason she always gets ear infections.
Yes, I feel so bad for her.
You did some blood work, and man, don't get a dog because you think it's cool.
Or because they're
Make
cute.
sure you got a dog budget.
Yes.
Let me just because dogs are expensive.
Yes.
Man.
These vet visits, all I know is maybe we need to invest in a vet, like a location.
Opening a veterinary.
Because this vet is so busy now that they don't even take reservations. They only do walk-ins.
That's insane.
And they stay busy. And I was there all morning yesterday.
Any good vets need a silent business partner.
Yes.
Let me know.
And it's hard to find a place that you can trust. This place I definitely trust because I highly recommended from our sister-in-law, Lulu. She works with animals. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I got to get down to the bottom of it and figure out what's going on with our poor doggy.
Yeah.
Reoccurring things.
So yesterday, I got to visit. Oh, it was part of the hectic day.
Yes.
So I've heard of the LBA for some time now. There's only so many hours in the day, right?
Do you want to tell us what LBA is?
It's the Latino Business Alliance.
Okay.
And if anybody knows Patsy Ayala, she's the president of it. She used to work for Senator Wilk for years.
Okay.
I'm really surprised she does it. She hosts it. That lady's all over the place. She's on TV all the time on like Univision and stuff. So
She's such a sweet lady.
she's a sweetheart. I love her. But we saw her at Soup for the Soul at the Bridge to Home charity event. And she was like, you need to be at the next meeting.
Yes.
So I did. I showed up. Man, I got to tell you, I met some cool people. It was kind of rushed, this first one. And I think that's only because it was the first meeting of the year. And people were just trying to squeeze it in, but I think it'd be more of a priority this next time. But I got to meet this gentleman. He's one of the founding members of the LBA. And he has a shop out here, and I forget the name at the moment. We'll talk about
I
it
think
again
it's
on the
called
show.
California Bakery.
California Bakery, probably is. So it's on Bouquet and Soledad, on Soledad.
Yes.
It's right next to like Chi-Chi's, and then you have like Burrito Factory. And then I think they're the very first shop at that big chain of like,
They've got the edible arrangements, and then it's them.
Okay. So Schooners is there, whatnot, and the Mabel's is across the way, right?
Right.
But check this out, guys. I did not know this. So anybody that's wondering, like, man, is there any place to eat besides Del Taco and Jack in the Box? Like,
After
2 in the morning,
hours.
after hours, right? We're hardly ever out at that time. But California Bakery's open 24 hours a day.
What?
I didn't know, except Mondays, right? I didn't know this, but we found it by accident. It's because the kids wanted donuts, and we went in there and they were like, what? They got tamales in here too?
Oh, yeah.
Donuts and tamales. It's like the best of both worlds. And it's open 24 hours. So anybody
good.
that's drinking it, he told me, he's like, sometimes we're busier at night than we are during the day. So they get a lot of sheriffs that are patrolling. They want a place to stop, right? And then they get all the people drinking in those spots, Mabel's and Schooners and whatnot. They come there to carb up later. Poor Anthony, he's missing all these carbs. But yeah, pretty cool. I think it'd be cool to have him on the show. The gentleman's a lot wiser than I am, right? So, and he's had that business for 25 years.
Oh, that'd be fun to have him on the show.
It'd be cool to have him on and give us a little history.
Yes, I always like to hear. I'm sure he's got plenty of stories about Santa Clarita.
I'm sure anybody that's open has a business that's open 24 hours a day. You're gonna
Yes.
have some stories.
For sure. So, we mentioned it a little bit in the beginning of the show. We celebrated our 26th year anniversary of our first date yesterday.
Ooh, it's our anniversary.
My eyes are just hearts right now.
So, I mean, look, 26 years is a long time to do anything,
Right.
right? Yeah, I can't believe it. I talking about it last week. I remember our first date a lot more now because I just remembered us on our first date. I didn't remember that we double dated.
Yes.
We've had a lot of anniversaries. 26.
Yes.
It's a long time. It's really cool to be able to tell our kids, like, I've been with your mama this long. I love that.
Yes, it's
You know
so
what
cool.
I mean? I don't know, it's special. I think our wedding anniversary is coming up. I don't know how many that is. 16, 17? What is it? 17?
I have to think. No, we're married in 05, so 18.
18. I did my best to have us get married on our dating anniversary, so I only had to remember one. But it's all good.
So he actually proposed to me 5 years after our first date at the same place. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So we went back to the Santa Monica Pier 5 years later, and we're just hanging out on the pier, whatever. And he's like, "Do you want to go on a walk on the beach?" And we noticed like that time there was like a lot of like it was kind of run down. I mean, it's Santa Monica, but Chris is like, "Yeah, I don't really want to be on the pier. Let's go walk on the beach."
Wait, this is Santa Monica, just so we could put it in perspective. This was 2001.
2002.
All right, 2002.
5-year anniversary.
Okay.
So we're walking down the beach. I'm like, why does he want to walk down the beach? It's dark outside. Like,
But we couldn't at first. My goal was so here was the plan. Okay. The plan was I was going to propose. Now I did it old school. For anybody watching out there that's thinking about proposing to your girlfriend, be a man and ask her father to marry her 1st
Or his.
or his, whatever, right? But do that.
Right.
So that was just the respect. So you were the third person I asked to marry me, to marry, that I could marry you, right? I asked your dad, I asked your mom, and then I asked you. And I think that's so important, you know, and you're marrying the family too.
Yes.
You know, it's just so important. So anyhow, your dad was great enough to say yes, right? So the plan was, I did it all old school because I didn't know what I was doing,
Right.
right? And I was like one of the first one of my big group of friends to get married, and we were 21 when I proposed,
I know.
right? So I was like, somebody told me you had to have spend 3 months of your paycheck on the ring,
Over the ring. On the engagement ring.
on the engagement ring, and I did. I spent a lot of money on that ring. It was like $6,000 or something crazy when I was a 21-year-old kid.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyhow, I was so worried because I was like, Santa Monica, I wonder how it is, right? So 2002, I don't know how it is now. We haven't been in years.
Yeah,
We probably should
been a
go
while.
check it
Probably
out.
should.
But it was scary. Like we got there and
It's because you had that ring.
I was scared because I was like, I will die before I let anybody
Take
try to
this
mug
ring.
us and take this ring, right? It's the most money I ever had
Right.
in my possession, right?
Yeah. 3 months worth. For a 21-year-old, that's huge.
Right. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted to go right out to the beach, but there's like homeless dudes all over the place,
Borrachos
borrachos
everywhere.
everywhere, sleeping and passed out, asking for money as soon as you walk out onto the beach. Then there was nobody on the beach, like regular people. And back then there wasn't cell phones with
No.
cameras on them.
No.
So I had a camera, like a disposable, and I wanted somebody to take a picture of me proposing to you. Right. So I'm like, there's nobody on the beach. Shit. Now I got to go kill some time here at the pier. Well, then I'm worried about getting mugged by some gangsters because there was a bunch of cholos at the pier too. And I'm like, I've always been a bald head with a goatee, right?
Right.
I'm like, one of these fools are going to hit me up.
And you probably had pants on that were like size 40 and you probably fit into like a size 30.
No, at 21, no. Now I'm working at the gas company. I was respectful at that time.
That's respectful.
No, that was high school. I was wearing pants that fit me at that time.
Oh, okay, good.
And I was actually
They're a
pretty-
little baggy.
Yeah, probably like size 34s.
Okay.
Whatever. I wear a 33 now.
grew
Barely.
into 'em.
My pants are like this. Just trying to hold on, right?
Okay.
Anyhow, so we get there. It worked out. I don't remember what we did. I think we played a couple games. Is the second I saw anybody on the beach that looked normal,
You're like, let's go.
I'm all, let's go. And I asked this girl, she was with her boyfriend. I was like, hey, can you guys take pictures of me? I'm about to propose to my girlfriend. This girl starts crying. She starts crying, like tears, real tears. I'm like, no.
No, don't cry.
Don't cry. You're gonna give it away. Don't cry. Just snap as many as you can. So we have to find those pictures.
I know
but-
exactly where they are. I was gonna post them, but life.
Right.
I gotta go find them in the garage. Oh, the garage. Oof.
So luckily you said yes. Right. What's the first thing I told you? Do you remember?
He was like, you better hold on to that ring. We didn't get to the car. Well, because the other thing that happened is whoever told him about buying the wedding ring, they told him, what size should I get her? Like he didn't size my ring or anything like that, or ask me. He didn't want to give away the surprise. And so they were like, oh, whatever shoe size she wears. That ring was so big, it was about to fall off my hand.
It wouldn't fit on your thumb. That thing was way too big.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, you better hold on to that thing. I was like, okay. So they're like rushing to the car to get
told
out
you.
of Santa Monica, like quick.
I said,
with that ring.
If anybody comes at us, you run, and I'm taking them down. You get that ring safe. You and that ring get in the car
Oh my goodness.
and make it out of here. I'll be okay.
You are so funny. Protect that ring at any means necessary. So Lulu's here with us. Hey, Lulu. Thank you so much for joining us. We miss you and love you. And Anthony is cracking up. He said, no empanadas late night, but the tamales are amazing at 2:30 a.m. I've heard from a friend. Yeah,
From a
right.
friend.
I'm sure you heard from a friend. And then congratulations, you guys. You're an amazing couple and family.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. And always ask the dad. Amen, Chris. Yes. He asked my dad.
And so Mario, he said, nice seeing you yesterday. Nice seeing you too, Mario. So if anybody doesn't know,
Hi, Mario.
Mario is the owner of Surface Busters.
Oh, yes.
So he did our house, right?
Yes.
He could make all that scum and
Scum.
like real scum, right?
Yes.
In your bathtub and stuff. It's Stone, all that. He said something
He
real
brings
funny.
it back to life.
He said something real funny about Stone the other day at his pitch. He goes, Stone is like marriage. You know, if you don't take care of it, it's going to be really, really hard to fix it later.
Oh, okay.
So you got to maintain it, right?
Yes.
So I was like, oh yeah, makes sense. So anyhow, anybody's looking for that business, Mario's a man.
Yeah, hit him up. He does a really good job. So, switching things up a bit to real estate. This past week, Chris was able to deliver keys to one of our really great friends. And how exciting was that for them? Because they've been on a little bit of a journey to get their first home. And I think when they first started looking, maybe they had 2 or 3 kids. Now they have 4.
No, they had 0 kids.
Oh, when they first started?
Yes. So
Okay.
when I first showed them, I don't think they had any kids yet. And we were looking in like the valley, right?
Right.
I don't know, Reseda, Van Nuys. I don't remember exactly. I remember showing them in North Hollywood. And I knew for their budget at the time, they would get so much more for their money in Santa Clarita.
Right.
And it was nicer. And that's when I started planting the seeds. It took like 10 years
Yes.
to get them to like say, maybe we will. They weren't looking for 10 years, you guys, but at
They
the
took time off. Yeah.
Right. To say, yeah, you know what? Santa Clarita is an option.
Yes.
Right. So let's fast forward. I finally get them to Santa Clarita. And look, the people that I care about, if I've told you, if you're looking at San Fernando Valley and I've tried to get you to Santa Clarita, it's only because I like you
Yes.
or love you. Right. Because it's people I care about. I just
Yes.
love this town so much. I try to bring everybody here because
Right.
I enjoy it. I love it. It's safe. It's clean. Like it's the perfect place to raise a family, right? I love this place. So it's almost like I planted like people to come, and I paid people off to come and say hello to the house family.
So this is what happened, right? So Chris gives them their keys and they're taking pictures and whatnot. And then so what happens? People just start showing up, random people?
Yeah, so somebody's walking their dog, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it's like they're walking their dog, and then they back up. They're like, "Are you the new owners?"
Oh.
So then they start talking to them because we took some pictures outside the house,
That's
right?
so nice when the neighbors actually stop and talk to you.
Right.
And
And
sometimes people just keep walking.
they keep walking. They
Doing their own
stop,
thing.
and they're like, "Oh, we're such and such house down the street." You know, I think they started saying like, so and so has kids, so and so has kids, so and so has kids. So that all go to this school, right? So then, all right, great, blah blah blah. They move on. A couple minutes later, 2 ladies walk up. It's the principal and the assistant principal of the school that's across the street, right? Which is Plum Canyon. And they're like, do you live here now? Are you the new owners? Are you going to have some kids that are going to go to our school? And they're like, yeah. So we talked to who does that? What neighborhood does the principal and the assistant principal
Right.
introduce themselves
That's so
because you're the
cool.
new homeowner of a house?
It's just the reaffirmation of why you need to live in Santa Clarita.
I
like,
love Santa
where else
Clarita.
does that happen?
Like I couldn't even have thought of something like that. Oh, let me pay off the principal, the assistant principal to come say hello.
Hey, we're going to be here at 4, so.
Right? And it's great because it did reaffirm everything I've said about Santa Clarita. They've already felt it. They haven't even moved in yet. They felt it the day they got their keys. How amazing is that?
That's amazing. I love that. And for them especially because, you know, like you're moving somewhere that you're used to living in the valley. So it's something new and it could be a little scary. But I like that gave her like a little sense of community, right? And know that, okay, we did make a good decision that we're moving here.
Yeah. It was great.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I love it when it turns out like that.
For sure. So this past weekend, you also had an open house at our lease listing on Silver King Trail. Do you want to talk a little bit about how that went?
So it went well. We had a lot of traffic through there. But you got to take your time when you're leasing a place because you got to find that right tenant.
Yes.
So we had a lot of people come through there. And, you know, I put it on the MLS as a lease open house. But some people wanted to buy the house. We're like, how come it's not for sale? They're like upset that it's not for sale. I'm like, sorry, it's not for sale.
It's very nice.
I had this one lady. You know, some people are just angry all the time. It was so
I
funny.
know
So-
quite a few of those.
So that house has the time lock in the front. So even if I have the door unlocked, it's going to open, right? And I don't want to leave the door open because it was cold, right? So I just had to get up and go open the door. So she's ringing the doorbell like crazy. I'm like, dude, it's like 10 seconds for me to get there to open the door. So
Relax.
fine. I open the door. I'm like, hey, welcome. Come on in. I'm Chris, blah, blah. So she starts walking around, doesn't say nothing to me. I go, hey, just wanted to let you know that the property's for lease, not for sale. We're asking $4,200. It's for lease? She makes it all the way down to the kitchen, right? And she turns around. She goes, it's not for sale. I'm like, it's not for sale. It's for lease. It's $4,200 a month. But let me tell you, forget it. She goes, you would think they would do something about that screen being ripped. And she walks out. I'm like, dang, lady.
Her day was going to get better.
Yeah, I wanted to say that. Your day's going to get better. But
Why not? That's a good one.
nah, because I wanted her to get out.
Get out.
She was on her way out.
Get out
Yeah.
right now.
I didn't want,
Don't you wish you could just like cue music on certain things? Like when that happens, like
'Cause-
go girl. You need to
because
get
music
out.
it makes everything better.
Yeah, it sure does.
It would have been great. But it was a great open house.
Good.
I'll be out there again tomorrow. We have some applications. I'm going to be out there tomorrow as well. I've already
Okay.
got 2 people lined up. I'll probably try to group like 4 or 5 people at once.
Nice.
So I'll try to
We
put
have
some
some
more
other
people in
interests,
there.
some showings on Friday for it. So hopefully we get that one leased out.
Some more for that. So our Irvine listing, which is in North Hollywood, it's a 4-plex. So 1 week, you guys, we opened escrow already.
Yes. Congrats
Right?
to the sellers on that.
Interesting stuff. So renters have a lot of rights.
Yes.
Right? So
Especially in California.
Especially in California, especially in SoCal with LA County.
LA County, even more so.
And even more so if it's in a rent stabilization ordinance zone, which is a rent control area, right? So anyhow, I was worried that all the tenants wouldn't let us in, but they all did.
Don't you love it when you come across tenants that are nice?
Well, look, I promised them that we're going to treat your place with respect.
As anyone should.
Not everybody's respectful.
But not everyone is, no.
And I welcomed everybody with Yum Yum donuts, right? 3 people took them. 2 people, one of the last guy was like, oh, sorry.
He's probably on a no-carb diet. You got him on a bad morning. He probably really wanted that donut, but just couldn't.
I don't know, but he was grumpy. It's okay. I get it. Nobody wants anybody in their house. I get it.
You should have probably brought him a burrito.
So that was at 10 a.m., right? And people were like, whatever about the time, like 10 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Well, guess what? I'm going to be there Saturday at 8:30.
Ooh, what are you taking this time?
I don't know, girl.
I think you need to step up your game because those donuts are not going to
donuts are not going to cut it. I think I need to bring
breakfast burritos or
burritos.
or breakfast croissants, something.
I'm bringing breakfast burritos. I think that's a great idea.
Yes.
I got to step it up because this appraisal company can only be there at 8:30.
Come on.
They're like, I'm like, do you have any other appointments? Yeah, 7:30. The fuck? Who's gonna let you in their house at
No
7:30?
way.
Nobody.
No.
That's ridiculous. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, 8:30 it is, right?
You should just reach out to those people and find out if they have any dietary restrictions and bring them like exactly what they want.
Yeah, I don't. I gotta see. I don't have their contact information.
Oh, you
It's
don't?
through a management company.
Okay, breakfast burritos it is.
Yeah, so I might just get some breakfast burritos and try to make it happen. So, but anyhow, this is the kind of stuff that we do as agents and these hurdles you got to jump.
Yes.
It's not just like you go and show a house and you collect this big check like everybody thinks it is.
Yeah,
There's a
some-
lot of struggle in this business.
There are so many moving parts in this business, and I think there is this glamorous side where everyone thinks like it's just rainbows and butterflies. Most of the time, it is.
It's
It is what you make of it, right?
It could be a very tough business. I love it. I mean,
So do I.
Doesn't bother me one bit. But yeah, that'll be interesting that we're going to be there again on Saturday at 8:30 this time, hour and a half earlier. It's better than Sunday. I didn't know Sunday was the times you're losing an hour.
Oh,
Imagine going Sunday.
Lord. No, that would have been awful if you scheduled it for Sunday.
I didn't even know. Thank
Oh,
goodness they didn't have
man.
Sunday open.
Thank goodness you didn't do it on Sunday.
Yeah. So I was also able to meet yesterday. I went to Canoga Park. It's pretty much West Hills.
Yes.
So it is west of Thousand Oaks, Topanga Canyon.
Right.
It's right down from the village. Check this out, guys. If anybody's looking in that area, it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,000 square feet. It's like a little bit more than 2,000, right? Big place. It's tri-level. So it's like you walk in, first you're in your garage. It's almost 4 levels because you walk in it's level to the entrance from the front door.
Right.
But the garage is steps down.
Below.
But you have the little living room area, which and it opens up to a patio. Beautiful there. We're actually getting lights put in there today.
Nice.
They're doing 6 can lights in there today. Then you go up to the next level. That's your dining area, kitchen, second living room area, all that, right? Bathrooms on that floor. And then you go up one more level where all the bedrooms are. So it's 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 share a bathroom, full bathroom, and the master has its own bathroom. 600,000 to 650.
That's good.
So it depends how much work we do. And so they're remodeling right now. So if somebody wanted to pick it up closer to 600, give me a call today because
Maybe
we might do some less work.
Yeah, and then they could, do the upgrades that they want to do and make it to their own taste.
Exactly. If not, we're probably going to list 650, 670-ish. HOA is only like $300. It's right next to the pool. When I say right next to, like far enough away, like three buildings down, 3 units down, but like, close enough where you just walk right to the pool.
Right.
But that's going to be a really hot listing. I think it's going to move really fast. I'm excited to get my clients out of there. We sold them that place a couple years ago. So they're ready for the next adventure. They want to move into a house now.
Yes.
And so since we sold them that place, they've gotten engaged, married, had a baby.
Yay.
How cool, right?
I love that.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love to see the families grow.
It's so exciting. And I think actually when they closed, it was during COVID. So we had to do like the congratulations with a video chat. Do you remember that?
Was it with them?
I think so.
Nah, they were cool about it. I don't think I needed to do it with them.
Oh, okay. I'm
Some
thinking of somebody
clients
else.
you had to. Some clients you could still meet them undercover.
Thank goodness.
With your mask on.
We are not dealing with that these days.
Thank the Lord.
I
Thank the
know.
Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Couple things too to talk about. Jerome Powell came out. He's a Fed chairman, if anybody doesn't know.
Right.
And he said he's going to raise the rates 2 to 3 more times this year, quicker than before, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And the market reacted to it,
Reacted.
and the rates went up.
Right.
So you have people saying, "Oh, the rate's going to be as low as 5% this year." How?
When and how?
When and how? I think they're going to be in 7s before the end of the year, guys. Well, is that going to make the prices come down? Probably. Is that going to make your payment come down? No. Your payment's probably going to go up.
Right.
So look, if you're trying to buy a house to flip it, don't buy a house. If you're going to flip it this year, get a really good deal on it if you're going to buy it, right? But if you're going to buy it to live in it, it doesn't matter if you buy it now or at the end of the year because your payment might be more expensive even with a lower price at the end of the year than it's going to be now.
For sure. For sure.
So what happened?
There's like this weird fuzzy right in my
A little fuzzy
face.
wuzzy?
I thought it was a spider at first. I got so scared.
Oh, you didn't jump. That's good.
I was like,
Could have
don't
jumped the
bite me.
screen. So that's pretty good. But anyhow, so that news came out. And then we were at your mama's here.
Hi, Mom. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you always showing your support. We were talking about you earlier in the show and how much you like dinner on this last Saturday. But family dinner this Saturday. Ooh, we got some big shoes to fill.
Oh, I don't even know. I say we just do some burgers this week.
I'm down with that.
Because I'll put them on the grill.
Well,
melt
it's
cheese on
Juniper's
there.
birthday, and Juniper, we asked what she wants. She said mac and cheese. I'm like, yes.
So the adults are eating mac and cheese?
Yeah,
too?
you're getting boxed mac and cheese. Here you go, guys. We're taking a break this week.
Hot dogs and mac and cheese this week. Okay.
Oh, wow.
But,
So getting back to real estate. So how did the elite meeting go?
So same problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lack of inventory.
Okay.
So that's the thing is even with the rates going up, buyers are still buying. It's because there's no inventory and because rents are so high.
Right.
So for everybody, it's like, oh, the market's going to crash. It's not going to crash, y'all. Sorry. Sorry to break it to you. It's not. People have money to buy and you have to live. So you're either going to pay for a rental or you're going to pay for a purchase.
Right.
Paying somebody's rent might as well be your own.
That's for sure.
Right. So, same problem. Not enough inventory. Everybody has buyers. We don't have enough houses. So that's what's happening in Santa Cruz. We're a special bubble.
Yes.
I think more and more people are flocking to Santa Cruz because of everything we have to offer. And before you know it, Santa Cruz is going to be more expensive than San Fernando Valley.
Oh, my goodness.
And it used to be like 20% less.
It was a huge difference.
It's pretty close to the same now for a lot of areas of San Fernando Valley. So
That's
come
true.
up before it's too late.
That's for sure. So my mom said we probably won't be there Saturday coming back from Vegas. Always wiped out after the drive. That's right. I forgot they're going to Vegas. Have a wonderful time. They're going to win big. I got a good feeling.
Huge.
Yeah, no.
Huge. So
Well,
what?
she's
So,
going to a concert.
oh, what concert?
I forgot. Who are you going to see in concert, Mom? I know my dad's going with her to Vegas, but her and her girlfriends are going to the concert.
Well, I'm sure it's country.
No, it's like old school.
Really? Like Barry Manilow or something?
Not Barry. someone else.
Is he the guy who sings It's Unbelievable?
No,
What's the song? It's not unbelievable, is it?
no,
Whatever, I don't know.
it's not unusual.
Unusual, that's right.
No, that's not Barry.
So what do we have, speaking of my magical voice, what do we have going on tonight?
Is that what it is? Magical? Keep telling yourself that. So tonight we are going to the Night of Magic at the Oaks, and Santino loves magic and learning magic tricks. I think he got 2 magic sets for his birthday. So we're really excited to go take him to that. I told him that we were going to a magic show tonight, and he said, well, who's a magician? Like,
Like he knows
wait,
magicians?
what? I don't know who the magician's going to be. It just said magic show. I think he thought that I was going to get him tickets to see his favorite magician that he watches on TV.
We
but
should see if he has.
I've
any
already
shows coming
checked.
up.
He doesn't have any shows in California
Probably
coming
wants
up.
to be a movie star instead.
No, they're all over the place.
Okay.
So hopefully he'll come to California soon. But yes, that's what we're doing tonight. And Nola's excited too because she likes to learn tricks, and she's learning that you can't give away the secrets because she'll figure them out. And Santino always tells her, you can't give away the magician's secrets.
You know what we got to
keep them
do
secret.
is we never took advantage of our own perk, which was, remember a couple of events ago we had a magician from the Magic Castle there.
I know. I kept saying we need to go.
You still have his email, I'm sure.
Yes.
Just email him because we should take the kids to Magic Castle.
Yes, it'll be fun. And for any of you who went to our past event and you could recall who showed up there, hit me up because I will get you his contact information.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we get in first, and if we can get in,
Well,
then
he
other
already
people get in.
he gave out his information at the event, so if they needed just a little reminder,
Okay, cool.
I can let them know. Yeah, for
Awesome.
sure. It'll be fun. So my mom said they're going to see Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Frankie Valli.
I mean, I don't know that if that's how you say his name,
know. So it
but
sounds like to
if that
me.
makes it sound
Hey,
good for you.
Frankie. That's what I think of when I love that
boy.
music though. That's
Do
like
you?
that's like 50s, 60s, right?
Do you even know what they sing? Frankie Valli and
know
the
if-
Four Seasons?
I'm sure if I hear one of his songs, I'll know. What it
He's
is.
all fronting like he knows.
No, I do. I know that type of it's that old mob music from back in the day,
Oh, okay.
around the Rat Pack and all that time.
So yeah, Chris likes music. It's funny because a lot of the times he'll just be like jamming to music, and then I'm like, "Do you even know what they're saying in the song?" And now he's like listening to lyrics. He's like, "Oh, whoa! Did you hear what she just said?"
Well, because I like the melody, right? It's
Yes.
soothing a lot of the time, right? And sometimes I don't listen to the words. I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't listen to the words.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, for
you know,
sure.
or make up their own words to songs. right?
Yes.
But yeah, sometimes you point it out, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's funny that you just brought up that some people make up their own words for lyrics. It reminds me of Tony. One time, like, you know, Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
She thought they were saying, take me down to the Prairie Dog City instead of the Paradise City. I was like, what did you just say when she was singing
Prairie
it?
Dog City.
So funny. And then she thought the Outkast song, Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture, she thought they were saying, Shake It Like a Polaroid Preacher. And I was like, what's a Polaroid Preacher? Do you remember that, Tony? Sorry, I put you on blast, but it's really funny.
I mean, people do that all
People
the time.
do that all the time.
I'm sure I've done that plenty.
Yes.
Make up my own words.
Yeah.
In my head, they're right.
I know. It's so
know.
funny. So my mom said Jersey Boys. I don't know if that's related to
See, that voice is like almost Jersey. It could be
Okay.
Jersey.
Jersey. Okay.
So anyhow, we got this spring client appreciation.
We have the
event.
Spring Client Appreciation Night Out for all of the adults. That's coming up soon here in spring on April 28th at 6 p.m. So mark your calendars. It's going to be held at Brewery Jaconum, and your official invites will be going out soon. So I am super excited about that. I'm toying around with whether we're going to do a theme or not.
We should put a poll out there because we were talking about, instead of doing an 80s theme, because everybody does 80s,
No 80s.
90s.
Well, my whole thing is I don't want people to feel like they have to be dressed up in order to attend. Like they're going to be excluded or feel out of place if they're not dressed up. But a lot of the styles from the 90s are back. So just wear whatever is in style right now. You'll be fine. I'm thinking 90s. And I think there'll be a lot of fun things we could do to make it 90s inspired.
Yeah, so it'd be optional. It'd be optional for Mama said she'll babysit.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I
Thanks, Mama.
appreciate that. Yes, we always need a good babysitter. She's like who we trust the most.
I mean,
Thank you,
we have
Mama.
a very, very short list. There's like hardly anybody.
But that's one of the themes we're kind of toying around with. If anybody else has like a fun idea, drop it in the notes. I'd love to hear about it because kind of want to change it up a bit. We haven't done a theme for our spring client appreciation
There's
event.
a couple themes that I'm not interested in.
What's that?
I don't want a tiki torch Hawaiian. Remember we did that in our 20s? Not
No
interested in
tiki
that.
torches, no.
I'm not interested in a white party.
No.
Because then people got to go buy this whole thing.
No,
right?
nobody's trying to do all
A lot of
that.
people have 90s stuff laying around, like some old Adidas, right? Like the black rim glasses, Kango hats. No, people just have that stuff, right? I feel like I have that stuff somewhere in the house.
Okay.
Anyhow, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. I guess we're gonna. And I don't have to be in a suit that day. If we're gonna
Yeah,
be
if
in
we
a
do
theme.
90s. Unless you want to wear a 90s suit.
I don't even know what that would look like. Baggy suit. Oh no, I'm not wearing a 90s suit.
Got all excited and just shot it down.
I just thought about like NBA players and NFL players at the
yes.
draft, what they wear. And yeah, they were wearing some wild stuff back then. No, thank
No.
you. I'm not wearing no penguin suit. Remember I wore a penguin suit at our prom?
You did.
Some dance. I don't know what it was.
It was like winter formal. You wore a white penguin suit.
Oh boy. I don't know what I was thinking. I had no shame.
You said winter formal. You pulled out all the stops of that white penguin suit. Oh, man. Too bad you didn't have the white gloves to go along with it.
Oh, I should have.
Oh, my gosh. The top hat, Lil Kane.
Oh boy.
I think people were wearing stuff like that, like Dumb and Dumber. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh. That'd be hilarious. So, oh, my goodness. So, yes, if anybody has any suggestions, drop them in the comments or just start getting your 90s stuff together because it's going to be a fun time.
Yes.
Then this Friday, we have dinner plans with Stephanie, our girl from SCV Pack Walk, which I'm really excited about.
So is she coming to the casa or you girls going out?
She's coming to the casa. We're going to make dinner together.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be fun. She likes to throw down in the kitchen too.
Oh, you're together? You're going to make, okay.
Yes.
I'm just going to benefit from this.
I know.
Love it.
Just enjoy the food. And so my mom's cracking up. I think she's cracking up because she remembers that penguin suit you wore. She probably has that picture on the wall somewhere. Oh, and then this Saturday, we're doing family dinner again, like always. And we're celebrating our niece Juniper's birthday.
She's going to be 6.
She's turning 6 years old. Yes. So excited for her. They get to go to Legoland this weekend, which I want to go, but I don't think I could do a turnaround trip to San Diego.
No,
I'm too old for all that.
I can't do it.
I got to plan it out, like stay overnight and then stay there and then come back the next day.
Yeah, it's far.
It's sparse. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen.
I know, but she'll have a great time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for her to go. And then we finally get to finalize The Office, some little things before we start inviting guests onto the show. So we have a lot lined up for us coming up this week, right?
A lot. So, I mean, let's think, do we have somebody in mind that are going to be like our first guest? That's going to be a big deal, our first guest on the show.
I mean, we already do have quite a few people who are interested.
So we got to start reaching out.
Yes.
And then again, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please reach out to us. We should put a little clip together, put it online,
Yes.
see if anybody wants to be a guest on the show. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes. So reach out to us if you are interested in attending a Relationships in Real Estate podcast. We would love to feature you on the show. And we're also looking for sponsors too. So don't be afraid. Reach out to us. You could text us, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I always have a great time with this hour and a half show each Wednesday at noon. Be sure to check us out here weekly on Facebook Live every Wednesday at noon. And that's going to be our show. Thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you next week. Have a great day.
Bye.